Hello children, Sai Ram and welcome back to our English session. Children, our FA2 online exam is over. Then we did the revision of NB, grammar, active English, composition. Now recently all of you must have enjoyed your internal assessment of S7, isn't it? Doing the shooting of your orals, saying the tables, then the poems of Hindi, English, and Marathi. So you were engaged in different activities, right? So I was also very happy to see all of you performing the poem, reading the chapter properly, and I'm very happy to see all of you following the instructions given to you. It's very good. Come on, let's continue our syllabus. And today we are going to study new voices. We are going to start our chapter 7, Marie Curie. Children, have you kept your new voices textbooks with you? If not, come on, go fast and get it. Keep it with you. And henceforth, remember, whichever subject is there, active English or grammar or NV, just keep the textbooks with you for the reference. Fine? Great. Let's start our chapter number 7, Marie Curie, with the ponder activity. Now here few pictures are there, children. These are all very well-known scientists who faced a lot of hardships, but finally they all overcame all that hardships, isn't it? So can you tell me the names of these scientist children? Can you identify them? Just see it carefully. One photograph is your favorite scientist. It's APJ Abdul Kalam. Very good. But who is the first scientist, children? Can you tell me? He is Albert Einstein. Then this picture is of Meghnad Saha. He is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And this picture is of Srinivasa Ramanujan. These are all well-known scientists in the world. Okay, and they all have faced a lot of hardships, but finally they overcame them. So today we are going to start a lesson. The name of the chapter itself tells us that we are going to study about Marie Curie. See children, this is the picture of Marie Curie. She is the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. She is the only person to win a Nobel Prize in two different subjects, in physics and chemistry. Means she is not only the only person to win a Nobel Prize, children, but at the same time she is the only person to win a Nobel Prize in two different subjects, that too in physics and chemistry. So eager to know more about this personality, Marie Curie? Let's start. Now, as usual, I am going to read out the lesson first. Of course, we are not going to complete the chapter in today's period. I have divided this chapter in two parts. First, now today we are going to see the first two paragraphs of the chapter. Fine? Give attention, children. Listen carefully. The Skodowska family studied together in the evenings so that the parents, who were both teachers, could help the children Zosia, Bronya, Hela, and Josio with their homework. Lady Shaw Skodowski had a huge appetite for learning and made sure his children grew up with the respect for education. One evening, as her 7-year-old sister Bronya stumbled over a passage she had to read aloud. Lady Shaw and Bronislaw's youngest child, 3.5-year-old Mary or Manya, as she was called at home, picked up her older sister's book. Taking up from the point where Bronya had left off, she began reading fluently, effortlessly from the textbook, completely unaware of the astonished expressions of her family members when she looked up and saw the almost horrified look on the faces of her parents and siblings. She grew frightened and burst into tears. I did not do that on purpose, she said, explaining her action. It was just so easy. So, till here, we are going to see the chapter, children. It's really a very interesting story of Marie Curie. Let me explain you the chapter. At the same time, I'll give you the new words we have come across through the chapter. This is the story of Skodowska family. They all studied together in the evening so that the parents who were both teachers could help the children. Now here Skodowska family is the family of Marie Curie and her parents are, both the parents are teachers. And it's the routine of that family that all of them they used to sit for the studies in the evening. And the reason behind it is so the parents can help the children in studies. Now, who all are the children? See, give attention to the names. They are a little bit different, right? It's Zosia, Bronya, Hela, and Josio. These are the children of Skodowska family. So all of them they used to study together in the evening. The children used to do their homework and the parents used to sit with them so that they can help the children in their studies. Lady Shaw Skodowski had a huge appetite for learning and made sure his children grew up with a respect for education. Now the mother of these children, she was very she had a huge appetite. Appetite means she had a strong liking for something. For what she had the strong liking? For learning. As she was the teacher and she had a huge liking for learning, she made sure she was giving such exercises or such habits to her children so that her children should grow up with a respect for education. One evening, as her 7-year-old sister Bronya stumbled over a passage she had to read aloud. Now all of them they in the evening they were studying, doing the homework. So what happened one evening? Her 7-year-old sister, her name is Bronya, she stumbled over. Stumbled over means in this lesson the meaning of stumbled over is made a mistake. She made a mistake while reading one passage and she was reading aloud. So Lady Shaw and Bronislaw's youngest child. Who is the youngest child? She is 3.5-year-old only. She is nobody else but Marie Curie. 3.5-year-old Mary or Manya, as she was called at home, picked up her older sister's book. This Mary, she was just 3.5-year-old. She was also sitting with them. So when Bronya stumbled over a passage and she was called, so she left her book there and went inside. So what happened? The small baby Mary, she picked up her sister's book and taking up from the point where Bronya had left off. Bronya was reading, isn't it? So from where she had left, Little Mary, she started reading from that passage, and she began reading fluently, effortlessly from the textbook. And she, just 3.5-year-old child, started reading fluently without making mistakes and very effortlessly, without taking much effort. Very nicely, smoothly she was reading from the textbook, completely unaware of the astonished expressions of her family members. And she was so much enjoying reading that textbook that she was not at all aware of the thing. She was not having the knowledge of a fact that her parents, her family members are listening to her, and all of them, they are astonished. Why are they astonished? Why are they surprised? Because they couldn't believe that she's so small, just 3.5-year old, and how she can read so fluently. So all of them, they were astonished, and their expressions were, they were so too much surprised to see that. And when she looked up and saw the almost horrified look on the faces of her parents and siblings, little Manya, little Mary, she was engrossed in reading and she was enjoying reading so much, and her family members were surprised to see her effortless reading. So all of them, they were very much surprised. And when she saw up, she could see the almost horrified look on the faces of her parents. Why their look were horrified? Because they were extremely shocked. They were not at all able to believe that a small child, just 3.5-year-old child, is reading such fluently. And that is why they were extremely shocked, and that expressions were there on their faces. And she was really horrified. She looked up and see their expressions. After seeing their expressions, she grew frightened and burst into tears. So she couldn't understand why their faces are so shocked, why are they astonished. So she got frightened. Means, did I did any wrong thing? Touched my elder sister's book, started reading. I must have made any mistake. She felt like that and she burst into tears. Burst into tears, it's an idiom. She began to cry, she began to sob and said, I did not do that on purpose. She said, explaining her action. She told, Miss, she gave the explanation that I did not do that on purpose. Miss, I didn't do that on purpose. I felt like to read from wherever she has left reading the passage. And it was so easy. Miss, that passage, that lesson was so easy and interesting that I just picked up the book and started reading. It was just so easy, she explained. So, till here we will see the chapter today. In next part, we will continue with the next paragraphs. Eager to know what happens next? So, as a homework, you read the entire lesson also, and at the same time, try to see the new words meanings given in the textbook. Underline the idioms or the phrases if you see. Let's move ahead and see frame sentences. The first sentence is unaware. While explaining the chapter, I gave you the meaning of this word, children. What is the meaning of unaware? It's an adjective, and the meaning of this word is having no knowledge of a situation or a fact. Okay. So, how we will frame the sentence using this word? I was unaware you wished to see me. I was unaware you wished to see me. Means, I was not having the knowledge that you wish to see me, you wish to meet me. Let's move to the next word. The second word is spread. S-P-R-E-A-D, spread. And the sentence, we use this word, Rita spread a towel on the sand and sat down. Rita spread a towel on the sand and sat down. Let's see the opposite words. The first word is together, second is aloud, third is begin, and the fourth one is easy. Now, come on, try and give me the answer of together. What will be the opposite of together? Great, it's separate. The opposite of together, separate. Aloud, read aloud. So, opposite of aloud will be silently. Aloud, silently. Begin, finish. Easy, difficult. Let's read it aloud once again, children. Together, separate. Aloud, silently. Begin, finish. Easy, difficult. Answer the following questions. And the first question is, why did Skłodowska family study together? Come on, tell me fast. Why did Skłodowska family study together? In the first paragraph, we have seen the answer. Yes, you are right. That is, Skłodowska family studied together so that the parents who were both teachers could help them with homework. Skłodowska family studied together in the evening so that the parents who were both teachers could help them with homework. Next question. What did Ladishaw Skłodowski want to ensure for his children? And the answer is, Ladishaw Skłodowski wanted to ensure that his children grew up with a respect for education. His children grew up with a respect for education. So that's all for today, children. Read the lesson, enjoy reading, try to find out the past tense, opposite words, meanings, learn the meanings and frame the sentences. Apart from whatever sentence we have framed just now, you can try to frame on your own sentence also. So let's stop here. Sai Ram.